Hi guys, tonight we're going to do a straight pour galaxy style, and I'm going to show you right quick. Well, actually I'll show you at the end the colors that I'm using. I'll just show you the bottles. My torch, and I've already got my cup prepared. I do that to save time, and because you're going to layer your own cups the way you want to, so that's how I figure it. Anyway, so mine's really pretty, and I just drizzled a little bit of white right on the top. My white is sinking as usual. It always seems to, and so I just live with it. Okay, so I want to pour off the side here. That's the traffic going by. I'm sorry about that, but it's really hot in here, and I didn't want to run the air conditioner while I'm doing this because it makes a lot of racket. So we have traffic instead. Okay, well, let's get that in there. Well, I should have, I poured way up here. I should have had this. There. I should have stood to the side here. My pour would have been a little straighter. This is beautiful. Wasn't sure about these colors. The purple and the, what is this? This is called, oh, I didn't even put my glasses on. I don't know, this is what it looks like. It's a flash kind of a paint, a berry color, but it's a little weird berry color. So, anyway, that color seems to just really swarm. I don't know why. It just, when it spreads out, it just looks like it takes over the whole painting, and I really wanted to use dioxazine purple, but my tube was empty. So, it is what it is. Sorry about that. I have to get these bubbles out. I always like to put black in the center. I just did a very, very little black, and it kind of moved up, which is interesting. I don't know, it mixed with the gold too. Gosh, there's a lot of bubbles. Cook my paint there. Wow, I'm liking it already. This is a really difficult way to do this particular pour. Usually you do it this way and it fans out this way, but I want it to fan out this way, and it's really difficult to do, to get it to stretch that way. So it's going to be interesting. I've done it before. I've done it several times, but I've got a little, either that's a hair or bubbles, and I think it's a hair. Let me grab my tweezers. find my glasses. There we go. Thank God for over-the-counter reading glasses. Let's see, yeah, that was a hair. Shedding season, I guess I had a cat hair somewhere. That's what it looked like. Oh, the cells in this are just beautiful. Yeah. Okay, let me grab my white that I just got all over my counter. And my canvas had another hair. I guess from opening the door might have blown a hair or two. Spread my white out, and this white is Artist Loft white, and the black that's in the center is Artist Loft black. And I have the satin enamel from Decoart, a teaspoon of it in the white and in the smaller cup as well that I used. So I'm just going to quickly spread this. Hope you don't hear any kitties fighting. And my kitty, I feed the strays. I shouldn't, because now I'm truly the cat lady. My husband just thinks it's hilarious. And there are just so many of them. It's like people just move out and leave their cats. And then the feral cats around are breeding constantly, and you have this just tremendous amount of kitties. And I can't stand it. I can't let them starve, so I feed them. And now it just seems like the entire neighborhood of cats come to eat. And lately, in the last day or so, they've been coming up on the porch and stuff, which makes the cat that I have, which was a feral cat, and he was about, I don't know, 4 months old. He was still a kitten, and it was very, very cold one winter, and so he trusted me, and I coaxed him in, and yada yada. Now he's my kitty, but he doesn't remember his impoverished days, apparently, because he doesn't want to share. But that's too bad. He has to learn. He's a pretty mellow kitty, though, for the most part. I keep torching this because I just mixed these paints earlier today, and they're really filled with bubbles. But that's nice because they're popping and I'm getting just a tremendous amount of cells, which is so much fun. Okay, let's start stretching. And I am going to take my time doing this because of the layout of the paint. The composition is not really conducive to doing it this way. You can do it, and it makes some beautiful effects if you go slow. I have to give a shout out to Sarah Mack, because she's the one who mentored me in doing straight pours, the Galaxy style. And I just love the pour. I think it makes the most beautiful artwork. So that's why I do it a lot. Just trying to just carefully and slowly keep my composition. Usually you would kind of go corner to corner. Whoops, I don't want that all pouring off there. But when you do it this way, you kind of go top to bottom and try to get as much coverage as you can. And bring it back to the center, and then back to the center. Whoops, that's okay. Let's see. I don't want to pour all those cells off. They're so pretty. But I do need to get this over to that corner. There we go. I'm stretching it to the side, and just as it goes over, I'm tipping it to the corner. But not too much, because I need my paint, so it takes some finessing when you do it this way. Well, it takes finessing when you do it anyway, but a little extra finessing, I think. Now I'm going to go ahead and get that corner. And oh, she goes. I still have this corner. I don't like negative space. I like my canvas filled. And I've got plenty of paint to work with. Wow, this is really pretty. These cells are multicolored and just beautiful. Wish that black had stayed in the center, quite honestly. I didn't add that much. That's probably why it kind of fanned out like that. But it's mixed with the gold and it's really pretty. This color. Okay. Really need to stretch it a little bit more. I'm gonna have to knock some of that off of there. I'm gonna go sideways this way first. So I'll come up just a little bit. Well, no, I'm gonna just do the top first. I'm gonna pour quite a bit off. Let's take it over to the side and stretch some of these bands open. When I layered my cup, I did it very small layers and multiple small layers of the alternating colors. that center is beautiful, but I need to expose it more, and I love the colors down here, so I'm going to pour more off the top. That's what I love about pour painting. You just, you know, as you go along, you make these decisions, and that's what makes it so cool. Sorry, I can't really see it. I'm just bringing my paint back to center so I can look at it again. Yeah, I like that better. Well, gosh, it's making a bunch of cells as I'm stretching it. I'm going to wash my hands because they're really slippery now, and then I'm going to torch it. I use two different kinds of gold, and one of them is it's got a green hue to it. It's let's see what it's called. It's called, what is it called? Rich Gold. It's from Modern Masters, MM. It's a satin finish, and I ended up getting a bunch of paints that were satin finishes, so I try to mix them with a gloss finish so that my painting isn't satin finished, and it adds really cool effects. Gosh, this is a happy painting. It's so colorful. It almost looks like you could just see fairies dancing around, you know, or something. Look at all the cells forming. They're purple and blue and gold. Okay, I think I'm going to push more off the top there, because these I would like to stretch out a little bit more. So I'm going to go up and over. Oh, my tack is coming out, and that's what I hold on to. Shoot. Oh, I like that. Sorry, guys. That's so much better. I really like that. And the reason why I love the pour, doing it at this angle, at this orientation, is because you get, I don't want to drip, but you get this, and it almost looks like a cavern. And I love that look. I just absolutely love it. I'm going to pour a little bit more off just right here if I can. I don't want to stretch this too much because it'll fade the colors. So, let me see. I gotta be careful for that tack. I think it's at my left corner, because that's how I hold them, these paintings, with the tack. My fingers wrapped around them because my arms are short, and trying to hold the canvas side to side just doesn't work. I can't keep a grip on it. Yeah, better. Okay. There's not a whole lot of paint left on here. I mean, there's plenty of paint. It's just not free-flowing like it was. There. Oh yeah, and it opened up these cells. Ouch! At the bottom, my fingers got stuck. They cramped up. It's the cost of getting old, guys. Okay, let me wash my hands and I'll bring you in. Okay, I got it. Alright, here's all those stupid lights. Here's all the little cells that opened up all across the bottom here. Aren't they pretty? And then you've got just a row, a huge fat row of these really big colorful cells. They're purple and white and that antique gold which looks green. My battery's almost gone, so I'm going to have to hurry. That's the top. I just want you to see all these colors. They're so pretty. And I like that little bit of black in there. How it just kind of made bands. Because, let me show you from this angle. Oh, those darn lights. You see how it almost looks canyony? Just kind of goes up like that, and it just reminds you of going into something. Okay, well, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment, please. I'd really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Let's get an overview before I say goodbye. All right. You have a great evening. I will see you again soon.